It's too good, yo. It's too good.
Yeah.
It's too good. Intro is too good. Siren over there thinking like, you're saying too good, like, it mean you're making it sound it's a good thing, but too good? Is it broke by chance?
Perhaps.
Oh, snap. But hey, everybody. We're here on another Shatter with another episode of The Shattering. I am Chris Lotus, joined along with...
Siren Richardson.
I'm surprised Siren didn't get at me for saying that.
Nah, it's all good.
Shatter. That is why we always do this show on Saturday. Because Shatter. Because puns. That's why.
Yeah, totally.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I
hyped
slept
for his
till...
graduation.
Yeah.
This man is hyped for his graduation. This man said he'll be the first one.
Yeah.
One.
First one up.
First one up.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Woke up at 12 p.m. today.
Say what?
I woke up at 12 p.m. today because I stayed up till 2 a.m. playing Rivals, my friends. Rivals at Aether. You know what that is?
Explain that to me.
You don't know what Rivals of Aether is?
Oh, Rivals at Ether, okay. I was about to say, what you mean there?
Yeah.
I interestingly heard about that back around, I think we were nearing the end of 2020.
Yeah.
And one of my favorite Skullgirls content creators, I don't know if she still does Skullgirl stuff because all the controversy with the company and all that. Well, not the company, but you all know that. And if you don't, Google's your friend.
Yeah.
But also, she had done a past decade fighting game music tier list. And there were certain games on there that I had not heard of. And most of them were like online, like platformer fighters. Now, while most of those games really didn't kind of appeal to me personally, the music was excellent. That was some excellent music. Like, I forgot there's this one, I forgot which one it was, but I had to legit go to SoundCloud to find, like, that soundtrack, and it was so good. I had to make sure, I gotta find that VOD of that stream, she still has it though, and screenshot that, because I know Rivals of Aether was on there, and that was a little bit of a surprise to me, personally.
Yeah.
Speaking of surprises, total opposite. Total opposite. But this week, yeah, no trailer as far as KOF is concerned, but of course Sam Show did put out another trailer for the other, I think that was the last mystery DLC character as far as, you know, not counting the Guilty Gear character with Amakusa.
Yeah.
And I did like watch the trailer, like, and I think I might want to correct a little something I said in my video responding to like how I felt about the pushback. When I said like I wasn't gonna watch it, like I still watched it, but I wasn't gonna cover it on the channel. And it's so crazy because I almost feel like Amakusa could have been a character that could have really changed a lot of stuff. That character looks just as insane as I remember him.
Yeah.
The original orb weaponizer.
Yeah.
Before Minot, before... How am I drawing a blank? Viola, there we go. Before the both of them, there was Amakusa. But, I mean, y'all already know how I feel about the pushback. I'm not going to reiterate anything else because my feelings are still the same. I just know that myself and Siren, first of all, we send our well wishes to everybody over there and all around dealing with the global health crisis.
Yeah.
You know, as I always say at the end of my videos, take care and be safe out there, and I mean that legitimately. Take care of yourselves, because some people are wondering, like, I couldn't find any info on this, but there was someone saying, like, SNK didn't confirm, or it was hearsay, so take it with whatever you will. It was talk about SNK deconfirming that they were going to be at E3, or maybe they were deconfirming they had anything planned. But like I said, this was just hearsay. It was in a Discord, I forgot which one, but I know somebody had asked them to evaluate on that, and they didn't provide a link, which is always a very, 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 very clever thing to do. Just put a claim out there like that, and then when someone is directly, like, because directly responding, asking you, where did you see this, and just dot, 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 dot.
What he said.
Oh, man. So I guess you weren't feeling too broken up about the pushback there, Mr. Richardson?
Nope, I think it's fine. I think it, well, obviously with all that's happening with the pandemic and stuff, obviously gotta be safe, gotta keep the creators safe and make sure everyone's safe and
right,
stuff like that. So it's understandable for one. I'd be like a little bit more upset if it wasn't because of it, but not too much. I wouldn't be like absolutely heartbroken over it.
Right.
But since it's for like an understandable reason, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna get any argument out of us from that. I mean, whether it's for the safety of the workers, whether it's to give them more time to polish everything up concerning KOF 15, hey, those are very good things. Very good things. And on top of that, I think the pandemic even affected, Guilty Gear Strive fans over in Japan, because I think I guess a surge in cases over there in Japan, if I'm not mistaken, that also attributed to them, I think, fully calling off or delaying the arcade release of Guilty Gear Strive, which is coming out next week, depending on, of course, if you got the big premium version that I should have gotten, because I am in love with the music in this game thus far, Guilty Gear Strive. Y'all will be playing it on the 8th, and people like me who couldn't freaking change the pre-order in time, we gotta wait till double ones. But hey, all of us are next week, and actually now I think about it, believe it or not, a few people actually already have copies. Unless like they're on Reddit and they just cleverly freaking printed the alleged artwork out and put it in a PS4 case and said, hey, I got my copyright.
Huh.
No, I don't think so. Some people have perks like that, But I can't wait for Guilty Gear Strive either. Like, it's very much, it almost kind of has like the same thing going on with KOF there. It's like, somewhat. I mean, of course, netcode aside, you got people, wanting these games to like return to their roots and stuff. The old days. Not any of that stuff holding Scrub's hands and stuff. Because I didn't even pay much attention in the trailers, if we've seen this. But just a few people were talking about they weren't really feeling like the fact. I'll get straight to the point. They think that KOF 14 was awful because of auto combos. What do you think of that?
I think it's kind of childish, not gonna lie. I mean, they're not even. The only annoying part about it is maybe that you can automatically do super, but even then it's avoidable.
I think you said it best on one of the previous episodes. I do think 15 is kind of bridging sort of a midpoint between 14 and 13. We got some of the mechanics from 13 back, with your max modes, if that is what that is, even though I feel like there might be a bit of a catch to it, because we saw two different color-coded.
And they also seem to have done slightly different things. One seemed to be more like a Roman cancel, the other one seemed to be...
I mean, it could follow the very same thing. Hey there, Mr. Who. Let me know if I'm saying like your name wrong. I'm trying to make sure I get everybody's names right. I try to. So, but yeah. Also, we've seen the fact that EX moves are no longer restricted to
Max mode.
max mode, and that's always a plus. That's definitely a plus.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that was a little kind of bothersome in 14, I guess.
Yeah.
It was kind of bothersome.
Remember, I was doing a stream where I was doing the trials for 14. I couldn't get through them very well because I suck at doing original moves into special moves.
Yeah, and if I could have streamed this, but I don't like putting anybody on blast. But I've told one of my friends, because his first actual KOF was 14. So like when he hears like, when it comes to 13, at least before this happened, his only experience was like, you know, when it came to 13 was watching it or like hearing somebody talk about it, whether it's me or someone else. Well, I think a port of it is on PS Now, I think it's called. Even though when I had it on there, it was kind of meh because it seemed kind of like the controls were a bit loopy. But then again, I guess that's what you get when you play like the PC version. Because I've always like certain games like that I have on both platforms. You kind of notice how smoother one game is when you play it like on PC compared to like console. But I guess he was gonna settle with playing the 13 mode on PS Now, and it was comedy. Yes, it was comedy because like he just like realized how fast you have to be with your button presses when it comes to, you know, drive cancels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but that was just something else right there.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure drive canceling is in this game because I'm pretty sure that one instance of like Terry, he did like the shoulder tackle into the Howard dunk. That had to have been drive cancel. That had to have been.
Yeah.
I don't think they've merged those two into one move yet. Not yet.
I think they did do that in 2002 UA. It was kind of like a Raka, but I don't know.
That's as close as it got. A wreck.
But I feel like there's other instances. I feel like it's kind of like, you know, it's definitely a mix between 13 and 14 in terms of those the cancel mechanics. Because I'm not gonna lie here, I didn't realize this until I started playing more of 13 recently, that you could cancel super into super. You know, crazy. But you can cancel level 1 super into level 2, and I thought, whoa. But, and then I look at the trailers, I'm like, okay, that's something that was actually in 14. But they also made it a little more wild, and it's actually kind of more like EX Fighting Layer, where you can cancel, you know, super to super, like level 1 into level 1, and not just level 1 into level 2.
Right. But here's the whole, like I said, because what do you think of like all the talk that KOF 15 isn't going to come out for another 3 years, like there's going to be another massive pushback? What do you think of that?
One, that's stupid. Mainly because why would SNK, if they were that completely unfinished with the game, even start releasing trailers for it? If you're talking 3 years, like, damn, SNK. One, damn, you're making a crazy game. And two, you don't know how to space out your time. Sorry, but it's true. But 3 years is a little much. Like, I could see if they pushed it back another quarter. And that still feels like it's kind of stretching it.
That right there, I think, is actually a lot more viable, to be honest. I think there's a lot more viable. I think it might, if anything, if there's a second delay, unless something catastrophic happens, I could see it being like another quarter, but a couple of years, no.
Yeah, a couple of years is just kind of
no.
stretching it.
I mean, people
I heard
like,
rollback takes a while to
2024.
make, but damn.
Yeah, like people are talking about 2024, 2025. It's like 2 more years, 3 more years. Are y'all serial?
I am 100% Chex Mix out here, though.
Oh gosh. But yeah, for just an announcement here, because whether they're watching right now or whether they see it tomorrow, I can promise you all, and I know Siren's happy about this because he voted in it too, Ryo Sakazaki 10 Fascinating Facts will be out tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Y'all
And boy,
spoiled.
this was fun. This was fun. This was fun. Be on the lookout for that. And depending on how stuff rolls with E3, I don't know, like, I want to do like live reactions, but at the same time, I don't want to be like sitting over here and there's a bunch of stuff that like doesn't directly like interest me, and I don't want to be sitting over here like burning out y'all's time. So more than likely, I might just gather up, trailers for fighting games and just give my thoughts on those. And also, before E3 and after we get the last KOF 15 character trailer before E3, I'm gonna sit down and just grade SNK on how I basically think they've done when it comes to everything with KOF 15 to this point. And before anybody talks about, you can't be grading the game and it's not out yet, I'm talking about presentation. That's all. Like, presentation matters because that's how you get your players invested.
Yep.
It's the realio dealio. Don't ask where that came from. I just said it. But this is gonna be a very hold on, let me stop. Siren might have some points that he might want to talk about. You got anything?
No, actually, I don't even have any bullet points for this week.
Man, oh man, oh man. I mean, it makes sense. Like, I would ask questions that I would, be covering as far as like the video coming up of, I guess the SNK's report card, I guess. But we got one more trailer to do, and one trailer can definitely change a lot of things.
Yep.
It can definitely change a lot.
The fact that they did this does throw a wrench in my theory that I had, that we get the, I mean, maybe not, I don't know, it does kind of throw a wrench though in what I was thinking originally.
What theory you got?
Well, I think I said it last episode, but it was, sorry, I'm kind of working on something here. It was this, like, oh, yeah, we're gonna get the team that Blue Mary's announced on, within, like, next week, and then we'll get the team for Team Women Fighters, unless she's on Team Women Fighters, and we get the next...
I was legit about to ask you which team, because like I said, she's been on 4 of them, but like I said, that was clever. That was clever on them. That was clever on them pulling that with her, because like I said, you got 4 different outcomes. Sheesh. I hate them for it because we still haven't got that team confirmed yet, but come on.
Yeah.
What's up, Jose? What's up to everybody that's watching? Whether you're in the chat talking or whether you're not, we welcome you here. This is going to be a very interesting episode. If y'all have any interesting questions that you want to ask us, by all means throw them out there. This is going to be a very weird episode because we don't have much to go off of. There was no trailer this week as far as KOF was concerned. I already gave my thoughts about Amakusa's trailer earlier in this podcast, so if you missed that, try to rewind and go back. But yeah, this might be kind of a free-for-all today, and I don't know if it was just Jose or Jose and some others, but this might be one of those days since they enjoyed us playing 2002 UM. Why not play some more? Why not?
Yep.
But, because I mean, You bring up an interesting point about confirming Blueberry's team, but we're probably going to get repetitive at this point because it's going to be me voicing just how annoyed I am at the fact that they're holding out for this team. Like, there's going to be a big twist. A big twist. I hope there is a big twist the way they've been building this up. I really hope so.
I think she's either on Team Women Fighters and they're just holding off to reveal the third member, or she's on an agent's team.
This is what happens when you have a wild card of a character like Mary. And then think about it. Like I said, the expectation shattering thing to do is to have, and I know one of my best friends, hey, if she's watching, hey, Marissa, because she loves that trio being together of Mai, King, and Yuri. She loves it. And thinks it was stupid at the fact that they're not together in this game. But I mean, hey, at the same time, I get, like, you know, pet peeves like that. But hey, they're all in this game. What more could you ask for? But on top of that, the shattering of expectations would come in the form of having them on separate teams. I on one team, King on one team, Yuri on another team. Yeah. But I think it's going to actually just be like King and Yuri are going to switch places, and who knows who the third person is. Yeah. I don't want to say Alice because I don't want people raging at me. Poor Alice.
This Nanakase ain't gonna get a break.
What'd you think of, like, what'd you think of some of the theories, like, that I covered in my video, or did you not, like, watch that video?
No, I saw it. Some of them are interesting. I don't know how to feel about the Luong one, but I think...
You don't know how to feel about the Luong one, about her turning bad?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one. I know it's like my seething dislike for John Gill, and that's not him as a character, but like, oh, anything to get a cool character away from him. But whoever that is that wrote that theory needs to be hired for SNK. See, that right there is expectation shattering. That's expectation shattering. Yeah. Oh my god, like, but I mean, at the same time, when it comes to E3, what's going on over here? Is it really necessary for a giant announcement? I mean, we're all gonna wait until 2022 anyways. I mean, the thing is, even though it's like next year, you still want to keep people invested in the game. The last thing you want people to do is get turned off to it. And yes, of course, you know, people like, you know, anybody who loves SNK, we're not going to forget about it. We're not going to. But it's like, what about the audience past that? You know what I'm saying? So, you want to keep it fresh in people's minds. Like, I mean, we're going to get trailers probably still to that point right there with some breaks in between. Yeah. But, honestly, like, I'll put it like this. I'll give y'all a piece of one thing that I was going to say in my thoughts about KOF 15 so far as what SNK has done. This is simultaneously expectation shattering, and I think it's something that they need to do. Sometime, I guess in the winter, they need to announce and release a beta. They need to. Yeah. That is a very strong way of keeping people invested in the game. It may not be coming out at the time that you told us initially, but a beta, it gets us engaged. You do like any other beta, like, you know, with the Strive beta, put like surveys out there, allow people to give you feedback, and you work on the stuff that needs work. You know, I want to say I like winter or like the middle of the fall, if anything, because think about it. Imagine, like, let's say they did it like in the fall, and the beta lasts for like a weekend or something like that. Yeah. And you put the survey out there, and we all take part because we all want to see this game do well. We want to enjoy it. Yeah. You got more time to work on those particular things that might be lacking, whether it's net play, whether it is mechanics with the game, controls, whatever it might be. They need to put out a beta. What's up, Ezo? But yeah, they need to put a beta out.
Yeah.
And if anything they could announce for E3 that'd be big, it would be like a beta. Not immediately. Could announce the beta at E3 and say it's coming out or it'll be ready in the fall. That's cool. October, November, yeah. My whole thing is just keep a good enough bit of space between, you know, when the beta ends, when you can get feedback, and with the release date that you've set in mind. Now, I know you said the first quarter, so that gives you, like, the first handful of months, but still. At least that's how I would do it. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Jose says, people say Mary's dog is dead, but I know that's not true. KOF series doesn't care about concept of time. Mary's dog the same age as Crypto the super dog because he's been around forever.
Anton. You know, it doesn't say their dog breed, but I'm pretty sure I know what breed of dog Anton is.
And I don't think the dog's dead either. I don't think that dog's dead either.
Yeah. I have a theory as to what breed of dog he is, though.
Honestly, I think people are going to be more interested in Square Enix and Warner Brothers than SNK. More than likely. Especially with this whole thing looming over, talking about this alleged Marvel game being done by, like, the NetherRealm Studios crew or something like that. I don't know. It's been a mixture of things I've heard about this. It says, like, it's a Marvel game, but it's not. But I guess I could put it like this. They're talking about a Marvel fighting game, but it's not Capcom fronted or whatever. If that becomes a thing, yeah. But this is another reason why I say they have hitting the mic again. My bad. They've got to keep people invested. Even if they feel like more people are going to go over there, people multitask. My brother Johnny there, shout out to him if he's watching. Not like Johnny 299 unless you are Johnny Phantom. If you are Johnny Phantom, you put on a good act all this time. Still appreciate you though, Johnny 299, but no, my brother, Johnny Phantom, dude plays a whole bunch of different games. People will multitask if you put out a good enough product. We see and hear people talking about it, joking about it all the time. Oh my goodness, so many games in my wallet. Ah, my wallet. Ah, stop it. Like, we hear this all the time. I'm trying to get... Sorry, I'm just trying to... So sorry. I'm so sorry. My bad. My bad. My bad. I was just trying to put a little something in there because this is a weird show not having like our usual, you know, stuff to go off of. With all the stuff that goes in the world. You don't have to hear it from me, but COVID sucks. Anyways, we hear people talking about their wallets, and every time we get like a big E3 or some big event or whatever, people multitask. If you get people invested, they will try to be invested in as much stuff as they can be. You know, unless you're like me, who is somebody who limits a lot of like what they like far as something that they like will throw money at, then yeah. Because me, when it comes to my money, I'm mostly about the fighting games. I'm about the visual novels because aside from like Guilty Gear Strive, I can't wait for the Great Ace Attorney to come out in July. It's gonna be a hell of a month because I could use a break for some fighting game stuff with people constantly complaining about auto combos, like auto combos broke video games. Fighting games. Auto combos broke video games.
The entirety.
My God. What's up? My bad. What's going on over here? I guess we'll have to wait another whole year for KO 15 to come out. Pretty much same release window as the KOF Awakened CGI anime movie. Yeah. I want to make a joke about that, but I'm not going to. Please don't let that be the reason why they're trying to do that smart marketing. I'm another Johnny like you another Chris. Okay, cool. That's the part about this whole another like thing is like, it reminds me of like the whole another striker thing. Like another striker Benimaru, another striker Kyo, another striker Yori. Do you think strikers are going to be in KOF 15, Siren?
No, I don't.
You say what?
I don't.
Because I saw a few people theorizing that's what's going to be revealed at freaking E3. That's what's going to shatter everybody's expectations. Y'all thought they weren't coming back. Oh yeah. I don't think it's going to happen either. I don't think so. I think they're far past that point.
Yeah.
Although there is no character reveal trailer for KO 15 trailer, I'm glad Shiro Tokusada Amakusa was revealed as DLC character for Sam Show 2019. It was a good trailer. I just said I wasn't going to cover it on my channel because I just, like, I'm going to stick by, I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I'm not just going to sit here and, like, scream about netcode because it's the thing to do. I really want these games to be better, you know. Like I said, I'm still on the fence about whether or not I'm going to cover whatever Guilty Gear character gets revealed for it. I mean, I might. I feel like I might have to. I mean, it's a kind of a little historical.
Yeah.
If you think about it like that, freaking. Speaking of arcs, what was all this talk about? It was like a My Hero Academia fighting game or something, also being talked about for E3. Hear about that?
I think there is one. Is it the My Hero thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really look too far into it, but there's apparently a My Hero Academia game that's rumored to be on the way somewhere. I don't know. I haven't really been following them too much. I still need to actually get through. I've watched like through season 1 of My Hero, but I don't actually have Crunchyroll, so I need to actually.
I think I might have mentioned this before. I have the full like season 1 box set of My Hero, and I only watched like the first couple episodes. Somebody's gonna get mad at me for saying that. But y'all see like how my videos look. I put a lot of work into that, believe me. But yeah, as long as it's not that freaking Naruto arena fighter type of stuff like the recent couple of Naruto fighting games, I'm good. I'm a fighting game fan, but it's fighting games like those arena-esque fighters that I am not that good at. And it's interesting because I actually wasn't that bad at like J-Star Victory Versus. But I mean, I picked the characters I liked then. Plus, I mean, Yu Yu Hakusho is my favorite anime, and finally my favorite anime got like at least some representation in a decent fighting game then, because the previous Yu Yu Hakusho games were not all that well received.
I'm pretty
Unfortunately.
sure my favorite anime has like at least 4 fighting games.
What'd you say?
I think my favorite anime has at least 4 like fighting games.
What's that?
JoJo.
They need to bring back All-Star Battle Royale and port that to PS4 and PS5, man.
Yeah.
I don't know jack about freaking JoJo's outside of the characters that caught my eye when I played that. And like, the first character that caught my eye when I played that All-Star Battle Arena was Jolene Cujo.
I mean, her
It
part.
it was just aesthetics at first. It was just aesthetics at first. Call me sexist or whatever, cause ooh, a lady, but no, seriously. And then so I mean, on top of that, cold colors. Come on, I like cold colors. Your blues and your freaking lime greens and stuff like that.
Actually,
I'm talking about in terms of the game. I don't know the intricacies. I don't know
Her-
anything else after that.
Speaking
I'm just
of
explaining
which,
to you everything that I know.
Yeah. Speaking
All
of
I know
which,
is-
though, her part, because each JoJo's has a part. Her season, I guess, is actually.
I know
coming
that.
up.
I know that much. Like, there's one of my best friends. I know a little something. So I know the main stuff, but like the other intricacies, nah.
Her part's
the
coming
heart-
up though.
The hearts and the stands and stuff. This shows how many people around me that like JoJo's, because I get educated about it nearly all the time.
I mean, I'd recommend watching it at some point.
I got a whole bunch of other stuff I gotta watch.
Yeah, but JoJo's is the one that all those anime and all those games that are inspired by anime, like, they all take a bunch of inspiration from that. You've seen Benny Maru's haircut.
I mean, like, there's a bunch of freaking anime that doggone SNK takes inspiration from. I mean, I'm learning this as I'm doing these fascinating facts videos Which, if you're just dropping in, the Rio video that y'all voted on will be tomorrow. The Invincible Dragon.
Yeah.
But like, the thing that sold me on like freaking Jolene though, I mean like, she got kicks going. That was cool. And just like the way she plays, like just the way she moves, like I was like dead on. Then I had to freaking hit the balls deep. A bunch of baseballs. What the? It's genius, man.
Yeah.
It didn't like, cause like we used to play like with friends' house. Didn't like I used to land that move so much it became like a freaking very bad innuendo, screaming that every time you freaking landed. Oh, thing. Oh man, they need to bring that to PS4, man. Come on, man. The other stuff didn't really interest me. I mean, it was only like Jolene and Lisa that really like caught my attention in there.
It's because Lisa is based on Rose.
Yeah, and I learned that straight up once I've like played that game. Looking at the scarf, I'm like, yep, look at that.
Yeah.
I kind of think DC versus Marvel fighting game would be a more cooler and better idea than just a Marvel fighting game. I mean,
Y'all ever heard of Injustice?
yeah, I could, yeah. I mean, Marvel and DC have clashed for so many years. It's like, come on, give us the video game that a lot of people have been pining for.
Yeah. I get that Marvel vs. Capcom's a big game, but like, I would be interested to see how like a character from Marvel would play in another realm studio style, not just the Capcom Ooga Booga Unga Bunga I'm from Dragon Ball style.
I don't even want to talk about Dragon Ball Fighters. And that's not me dissing the game, it's just I got so annoyed with people complaining about auto combos in Dragon Ball Fighters. It's like nobody has any dumb broken auto combos really. Like I think the least that you have is like maybe certain characters have throws or like grabs in their auto combos, which is kind of a mix up, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's just like, ooh, this messes. They're talking about like it's auto combos like that freaking hold people's hands and babies them and crap, and it's like that's not what a lot of people in high level play are doing. If somebody is legit relying on auto combos throughout their like playing or whatever, they're not gonna get far. You're not optimizing your damage. You're not gonna open up the other person by just charging in and hitting a bunch of squares or whatever it is, squares, X's, A's, whatever you play on. It's not gonna work. But Fighters is okay. It's just that there's other stuff that interested me aside from Fighters recently. But yeah, back on the whole thing about DC, like with Injustice, I'd rather have that because people, not really people, I think it's more Ed Boon talking about he wanted a freaking Mortal Kombat versus Street Fighter. I'm like, no, those two don't mix. If you want to bring Akuma into Mortal Kombat because Akuma would legit probably kill somebody, cool, but they don't mix. Street Fighter characters don't have finishers.
I mean, I could think of a couple finishers. Although I feel like Fatal Fury would make more sense because people in Fatal Fury kill each other sometimes.
Yeah, like I could see somebody like a Yamazaki going into Mortal Kombat even though he'd be kind of a...
Like a funny... I thought of one. What if Terry's like, finish him? It's like a reference to how he kicked a geese out of a building. He just kicks him and then you go flying out of a building.
But I mean, what if they're like in an arena that doesn't have any openings and they're inside, like, you know, where there is no balcony or something?
Well, then it spawns in a balcony.
What's he gonna do? He gonna drive him? He gonna drive him to the freaking tower where he can keys?
He just kicks him and magically a balcony appears. That's what happens.
I mean, that would, yeah, I would think of that being something more like, if you recall in MKX, where Predator would basically like take like the person's skull back to the ship or something, like I could imagine being something like that.
Yeah.
What's going on over here? The big thing, Shattering thing, expectation E3 is going to be the Guilty Gear guest character in Sam show. Probably. Because everybody's waiting for that. Everybody is waiting for that character to come out.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks it's biking, but 1% of me, just 1% of me thinks that it's somebody else. Tiny bit. Just a tiny bit.
What's his name? Vampire guy.
Nagoriyuki.
Yeah, him.
Really hope a KOF trailer on E3 will be expectation shattering. They need to put something out. Like, if they can't, like I said, SNK, we react to your trailers every Wednesday. Even if you're not at E3, you could put something out around the time. Think what I'm saying? You can, you know, I understand maybe it's something like contractual obligations with E3 or whatever, but I mean, because of you know what, everybody can't travel like they can, and like I said, we're getting better, we're just not out the woods yet. But come on, even if you're not at E3, you gotta put out something during E3. You gotta put out something. Something. Come on, peoples. That's all I gotta say. I think Rocky from Robo Wars, the same game where Maxima originally came from, would be an awesome choice as playable character in KOF 15. I want to see a reunion of those two Robo buddies. Interesting. Interesting. Didn't you recommend they put JoJo's, like a JoJo's team in like KOF 15, or was that?
That was not me. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know the messed up part about my friend that also is like, you know, big JoJo's fan? He has like your other Scream name, like the whole Cheshire thing, like, cause he's like Cheshire Beam, Cheshire Cat, like, y'all are very similar.
Yeah.
You're not planning to go to the military after college, are you?
Nope.
Okay, so y'all don't have that.
More of a, I want to become a video game developer when I go.
Oh. He is dedicated fully there. I agree. If we don't get a very good trailer after the delay announcement, gonna damage the hype for the game. Like I said, yep, that's what I said. They gotta do something. Like, do something for E3, man. Like, come on. Come on. Something. I'm begging you, SNK. Don't sit this out. You don't have to be there in person to contribute. You can be there in spirit. With the exception of Jiggle Figures that SNK is so proud of, KOF is a really very PG-13 game. I'm guessing that's in response to us talking about KOF characters doing fatalities.
Yeah.
And Johnny also says, another Johnny also says, I love these gags y'all make up. Not me, Chris. Not he, not him. I love it. But he says, so Terry doing a fatality would be super weird. Yeah, like, even though he's kind of, like, even though Terry, like, you know, is a badass, though, I don't think he's...
He could do it.
I never pictured him as an anti-hero type that's just, like... I see, like, Moon Knight ripping somebody's face off before seeing Terry do a fatality. And I know that's true because we've seen Moon Knight do it.
Damn.
And before anybody says it, yes, I am a Moon Knight fan.
You know what series might actually go well with it?
What's up?
World Heroes. Those World Hero characters would actually probably fit into a Mortal Kombat type game.
Maybe. Depends on who you pick. A lot of those characters are a little silly.
Well, I mean, we've got Baraya Cho, so he's pretty silly.
Dead on, alright, is it F.E. Khan Gaming? F.E. Khan? Let me know how to pronounce it. I don't want to get it wrong. But he said leave fatalities to Sam show. Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I did a video months ago, and I actually dropped it moments before, well, not moments, but like hours before they had revealed the Warden in Sam show, and it was the 10 guest characters that I would like to see in Sam show, and I actually had Kenshi on the list. Like, everybody's like, Scorpion. I'm like, yeah, Scorpion's been in everything, though. Other fighting games, other non-fighting games. Suichi! Gotta watch my words now. I ain't been talking bad about Mr. Shun. I haven't been. I hadn't mentioned him one time until that point right there. But yeah, I had Kenshi in there. Like, Kenshi would have been a good fit. Like, it was like Kenshi had a lot of stuff that a lot of characters in Sam Show has. Like, not just the sword, but also a bunch of these characters have projectile reflex and absorption techniques. You know, so. But yeah, Sam Show, perfect fit right there. Though I do, and it's so messed up, because I do like a knight. I think I liked all of the guest characters they picked for MK11 this time. It's just the freaking. I don't want to spend all this time here sounding like these idiots that I've run into complaining about mechanics that don't mean anything to anybody who has any decent skill. But the freaking fatal blows, though. Why does a mess have to go on cooldown if you miss it? Like, people trash the freaking rage. What do they call them? Rage drives? What is it called in Tekken?
I think it's called Rage Art or something.
Rage Art. There we go. Not Rage Drive. I don't know where Rage Drive came from. Sounds like a freaking 90s. Sounds like a 90s
band.
90s band or like a freaking
like clothing style.
What was that freaking movie that there was a racing game that, you know, also gave you bonus points to see like how many folks you could run over or whatever.
Oh,
and apparently it was based on like a movie like way back like in the 90s. What was it called? Carmageddon? Carmageddon. It sounds like something from that era where something like Carmageddon was a thing. But like it's just sad. Like, people complain about rage arts in Tekken, but if you use your rage art in Tekken and you miss it, that's it. Am I correct?
Yeah.
In Mortal Kombat 11, if it's blocked, if you miss, it goes on cooldown like you're playing a MOBA. Or something like Overwatch or Apex. All these games that have these abilities that have this cooldown time whenever you, like, use it. It shouldn't be like that. You miss it, you lose it.
Yeah.
Siren, what the world, man? Hotaru's theme again. This mess keeps throwing me off.
Oh yeah, speaking of themes, we got some more. I did some yesterday. There's got a couple more themes. But yeah.
So like the music in the background, like I said, this is Siren's playlist. The location of this mess keeps throwing me off every time. Cause like, what's the song before it? SBC Power Generation Room Stage. I'm not one to talk because my playlist can be a little wild too. Oh Lord. Matter of fact, what did you put in here?
If you look at new stuff, it's mainly Fatal Fury 3 music.
Of course.
But there's some other stuff.
This man threw 2 Blue Mary songs down.
Oh, I forgot to add Neo Dio's theme.
What's going on over here in the chat? I didn't like how the KOF series with this type of censorship. They completely censor Heiden's hell language, whips, guns, and Yamazaki's knife. Yeah, because in 2002 UM, like when you use a knife with Yamazaki, you hear the blood, you see it skeeked out.
Like you say.
But at the same time, I think it was Johnny that talked about it last time when it came to, like, you know, getting too slasher crazy with, like, you know, promotion and everything, when we were talking about why is there no Team Sam Show in there, and it's like, think about it, you bring in a freaking bunch of people here whose combat relies mostly on weapons, where everybody else here is kind of just like, this is my chi, these are my flames, this is this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind that right there, it's not that bad, it's just, I'm not too keen, like, on the whole censorship thing, because sometimes in most cases it's people overreacting to stuff. Like, the mess with Ino and Strive was stupid, in my opinion. Like, Ino's still awesome. So what? Like, she's not topless anymore. Shrug. What I do not like, and it was kind of silly, you know how they censored Chom Chom in, like, I guess it was the China release of, Sam Show?
Yeah.
Because, like, you've seen it, for those of you that haven't seen it, you probably already have. She got, like, It's the usual Chom Chom outfit, but then she has a bodysuit like she's going to the gym or something.
Yeah.
Because we got freaking. Let me not say that. I'm a furry, so I can't say. Because people are going to be having their lives ruined by seeing a little green-haired cat girl running all around.
Yeah.
And the messed up part was looking back at some of those older videos, like the one I mentioned where I named my ideal guest characters in like Sam Show. The first thing on there I said was a Last Blade character, and we got that. Now, I got the season wrong, but I did say Chom Chom was going to be in Sam Show. I got the wrong season, though. I thought she was going to be in the season where we got the Warden, which, boy. Have you played For Honor?
No, I have not.
Okay, so I was going to ask you about the Warden. But, yeah, E3 is going to be very interesting. Put on Chrysalid's theme from KOF 2002 UM. You put that on the playlist, Siren?
I might have. Let me see.
Chrysalid's 2002 UM theme.
I have Nameless's theme. But not Chrysalid. I don't play it. Let me see.
You lucky, like, 'cause I love Fictitious or Real. You lucky, I really appreciate you, Jose. Rare footage of me stopping this mess. That freaking theme for Hotaru, like that mess doesn't even sound like it belongs like in a KOF game. It sounds like it sounds like some, like not even an SNK game like Garu. It doesn't seem like a KOF Fatal Fury Garu song. It sounds like I legit like.
It fits her character though.
I mean, it fits, yeah. Like I'm not saying like it's awful. It's just like it doesn't sound like it even belongs in this OST. It's like it sounds like the theme song of like a children's cartoon from like the 90s. That was still anime.
Just for you. Who said
I'm playing it. They said Jose. Jose said what? Wait a minute. What? This is a 1-hour version of this mess.
Here. Just for you, whoever said that, I'll add it. Oh, that's the 99 version.
You know what this theme song reminds me of? Reminds me a little bit, and it's not like it's like biting the notes or anything. I'm talking about the sound and like the tone, the overall tone of it. It reminds me of the opening song for the Black Lagoon.
Oh.
Look down on your knees, keep a good head on your shoulders.
Alright, 2 more songs just got added to the playlist.
More than a trailer maybe would be a better idea. SNK presentation showing us more info about the game. Yes. Like we've seen mechanics and it's cool that we're guessing, but y'all gotta come out and confirm some stuff then. Like y'all been doing this whole trailer a week thing and we like it. Don't get it. Don't get fixated. Don't get it twisted. We like it. But E3 is big one. Big time. That and Evo. You have got to come out blazing, especially with all of this stuff. If it is legitimately coming out, whatever is coming after Tekken, since old Harada's talking about Tekken has gone on long enough, unless he's trolling us, because he does it too.
He does do a little troll.
Harada trolled people that were so mad about Lucky Chloe and freaking Tekken, which was the lamest crap ever. And people are like, I can't say I dislike a character. I'm like, that's fine, but y'all weren't saying you disliked her. Y'all wanted her patched out of the game.
Yeah.
That's different. Y'all would be a little extreme that told us to patch out the game. I know, because I always jokingly talk about how Bastion needs to be removed from Overwatch, but that's just me being angry at the character. But I mean, that's clearly not going to happen from Overwatch news I've seen recently, but we're not talking about Overwatch here. We're talking about SNK. We're talking about KOF. We're talking about fighting games.
Yeah.
I wonder if the Futaba family, Gato, and Hotaru storyline, I know both of them are, well, more so Gato, I think, more than Hotaru. I think Gato's, like, you know, heavily liked. Like, they, you know...
I like Hotaru a lot, though. But, yeah.
Is that why you put that song on there?
I like her theme as well.
I need to find like the '90s kid show that sounds legit freaking crazy. Like this sounds like a '90s freaking kid show theme, and it's, like it's not bad. It's just like it sounds like. But yeah, Chrysalis thing's pretty good. I think the idea that Siren had behind the playlist was that it's supposed to be chillin', mellow songs. But you know what? I can rock with this.
There's a bunch of songs in there. They're not just chill and mellow.
Oh boy, but E3 is soon. Here's to hoping we get some good stuff. Like I say, more than likely, I'll probably just go back to my student days, just, you know, watch some trailers or whatever and take some notes and just then I'll talk to y'all about it. Alright, the best I can do with that. That's all I gotta say. Now that I think about people like far as like throwing their hat like into the fighting game ring, wasn't League of Legends trying to get into the fighting game market?
Yeah, Project L.
Okay, so that's what it's called. It's called Project L. Okay.
I think I'd heard about that before even it got like before I'd even gotten into fighting games.
Interesting. But yeah, Siren and I are optimistic about everything going forward there. As I said, we got one more trailer, and after that, I'll give my thoughts before E3. Here's to hoping SNK does something, because I really hope these people are like BSing, talking about SNK confirmed not to be at E3. I mean, it's whatever, but. And I mean, and I get, yeah, you could probably wait for like Evo, but I don't think you want to do that. Even though Evo's like not too far off away, still, come on. But they got to do something different aside from the usual shtick, if you ask me, and several other people in here seem to agree as well. But I'm optimistic, but I will also be pragmatic.
Cool.
Now, we're roughly coming up on an hour, so I'm pretty sure now that we're fresh out of stuff to really even talk about, honestly, hey, why not play some freaking 2002 rounds there?
Before that, before that, I want to give them a little teaser of something.
Well, while you're getting that together, those of you on my end are probably wondering, what in the world did this guy go from after listening to that banger of a theme song by Chrysalid? Well, you all know this person very well if you've been watching my videos for the past while or so. That is Electronic Warbear, who just released a new EP today technically because it was midnight, I think. Yeah. But yeah, Electronic Warbear is practically like produced the soundtrack to many of my best videos and even some stuff like, you know, in the future as well. Like I got plenty like interesting future projects, and I was really like kind of had a creator's block, if you want to put it that way. I was trying to like, first of all, try to get an intro together for this new series, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And one of his songs definitely helped me out. And on top of that, he and his fiance Nina, shout outs to both of them, very lovely couple. They're just good to me, period. So, but yes, the new Electronic Warbear EP is called Lost Visions. If you got Spotify, you can listen to it on there. And of course, it's on Bandcamp. You can buy it for $5, and if you love it you love it even more than that, then hey, you can give more. That is Electronic Warbear, 2 words. Electronic Warbear Lost Visions is out right now. Stream it, buy it, support it, because honestly, this guy has made this man right here my I'm laughing because somebody, I think it was maybe Pancake Sauce, that told me this about, since Electronic Warbear is basically another Chris, so it's like not him from SNK Chris, but also the musical Chris, I guess. We roomed at a convention once before, and since they got tired of us both responding to Chris, I had to be TOC, the other Chris. But yes, Electronic Warfare, Lost Visions, out on Spotify, Bandcamp. Check it out. There you go. This one right here, the song called Nova's Glow. I actually had a hand in naming this track. He played it for us, and he wanted us to name it. I came up with that name. Nova's Glow, for this track you hear right now, I came up with it. And that's the best I can claim on it because the genius is hidden. Alright, Mr. Richardson. Man got a teaser for us.
I
What
do.
you got?
I'm putting a little something together for you guys.
You can put it in the Discord?
I could put it in the Discord. Yeah, you sure can. Okay. Got 3 images for a little teaser for
Oh, we
something.
got images. But you have videos.
I do not. I have not had the chance to actually put the little video together. It's not. It's like in its like alpha state. No, it's not. It's like in its alpha state right now. But a little something special.
Yo, shout outs to my audience there. Shout out to all the people in Siren's chat over there. Siren's audience, the Richardson universe, and everybody. I'm just over here laughing at these guys. Johnny, another totally different. It is so much is lost. Maybe we should all change our names to Chris. That is the makings of a really cool freaking sketch right there. That's the makings of a really cool sketch. That is the makings of a really cool freaking sketch right there.
Okay, so you guys got a little sneak peek there for a second. Hold on.
Bring y'all what Mr. Richardson got. Oh, okay. This. I've seen this before. Y'all give me a minute. I'm sorry. So many bad puns on my end, and the wordplay sometimes is just ridiculous. The Siren actually showed me this. Well, not exactly what I'm seeing right now, because this is new to me. But he showed me a preview of it from another perspective a while ago, and looking at it right now, this looks awesome. So don't be surprised, the screen is about to go black once I prep this teaser. I'm gonna be honest with you straight up, all of y'all, I almost said prep this T-Sock. Don't ask why. Siren didn't find that funny. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I was focusing on something.
No, you're cool. No, don't laugh at that as a bad joke. It's as bad as like the Shattering puns. The Shattering all expectation stuff. Alrighty then. So we got over here at the Shattering in the digital Shatterverse. We got a little remodeling going on. Y'all ready? 3, 2, 1. Booyah! Getting detailed with it. He going 3D.
We are in
2.5D.
2.5D, yeah.
I caught myself.
We're working on this a little bit.
There's an image. There's an image. See, I didn't see this right here before. I didn't see that. He showed me like they had built like another wall there. But yeah, this right here is awesome.
This is the early stages of our remodeling here. Yeah.
I'll send your shout outs to Mr. Richardson with his genius over here. This guy over here has produced not only the intro for this podcast, but also got some reservations. We're kind of, sort of remodeling.
Yep.
Kind of. So stay tuned. Alright. Well, is that it?
That was indeed it. We can now move on to 2002 UM if you're ready.
Let's go. Let's get some brawls in. Man, this song is so, like, it's amazing, like, freaking the Chris clones. Oh, man, y'all over here still telling Chris jokes? Let me read this before I freaking load the game up, because if I look over here at y'all talking and then doing that, I'm gonna end up losing very badly. Cyber's gonna think I'm sick or something. You alright over there, buddy? You can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
I was telling Chris jokes over here. I think the reason it kind of like always, I won't say get to me, because get to me makes it sound like I'm annoyed with it, which I totally am not, but it's just the fact that basically I could see close friends of mine making some of these very similar jokes, I guess is the word. I'll keep the element up there until I get everything on my side ready, because I was totally logged all the way out of everything with freaking, what you call, and electronic warfare. What was that they told me to call you? What was it? Hold on. What was it? Nice office you got there. You guys need a chair. Yes. Standing up all day.
Yeah, we do indeed need a chair.
The another totally different Chris. That right there. That's what I'm start. I'm gonna tell him you gave him that name. The totally different. Oh my god. Alright, come on, Steam. Come on, Steam.
I'm gonna go fill up my water and while stuff is loading up here. Yeah, I had shown Chris a basically a very slight, like I had first kind of started slightly figuring out what to do when I was making the set. Actually, the stand-in model for it was Raspy, but he's hidden right now on the actual map or stage. He's kind of just doing something. But yeah. Alright, I'm gonna go for my water now.
I love that little part where it like kind of like slows down a bit. It gets a little dreamy, I guess is the word. Alright, what y'all been doing over here? I ain't looked in the chat over here since I was trying to like so hard to get the stuff put up. What y'all talking about? I'm already betting that on the next KLF character trailer, there's gonna be another duo character reveal. Could either be Ramon, Vanessa, or Seth. I keep telling people. Everybody keeps talking about, let's put the agents team together because they're investigating stuff. No! Y'all are putting them together because Ramon is trying to freaking shoot a shot.
Alright, I'm
again.
back.
That's what he's doing. Alright, Cyrus back. Oh, really? Really? Because everybody's named Chris now, we're gonna have like freaking... It's gonna be a Nest storyline with all these Chris clones running around. Usanados. Hey, comment writer, my bad. I was getting stuff set up there. Nice offer you got there, fellas. I'm pretty sure Siren appreciates that.
Yeah.
Hey, Johnny, guys need a chair. Is that part of the Chris verse? Is that C49 can't go back?
C49.
I don't know how I caught onto it instantly there. Maybe it's because I looked at the copyright issues portion. He said it's basically C49 can't go back because of copyright issues. I do hope to see some rival cutscenes in 15 similar to SF4, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, have rival cutscenes instead of boring plain dialogue. Yes. Absolutely, positively. Siren.
What's up?
Shuichi asks Siren, can I draw you an avatar?
Sure.
You heard it. C4000.
C4000.
I'm so glad I'm a top-notch freaking animator. Then I'd legit make this a parody in a heartbeat. This is all over the place then.
Let's see. Okay, do you want me to make the room, or do you want to make the room?
You might have to, because I'm still over here. Controller acting silly.
Okay.
And hit them doggone buttons. You want to see a Capcom fighting game with only Capcom characters? I'm not being a smart aleck, but that a trick question? Or do you mean like fighting evolution or something? Okay, it was my bad. I forgot to click into it. C49 got changed to my name is not Chris. The same moveset, but he looks different. Y'all are the stars today. Y'all are all the stars of the day. These freaking podcasts is all I gotta say.
You struggling with Steam still, or?
No, like you seen the invite? You seen the invite?
It doesn't show you as online.
Probably because I was playing something, didn't want to be bothered. Boom.
Okay, there we go.
He did play Schoolgirls. As I forgot who it was that freaking. I think it was a friend of mine or somebody kept calling Skullgirls Schoolgirls.
I remember one of the people on the server calls Skullgirls Scuggies or something like that.
What?
It was that one guy we played with.
No. You're awake.
What's up?
What are you doing? Okay, what to say?
What was happening?
Controller wasn't even like. Controller wasn't registering my stuff. We're playing team.
Did you want to do solo?
No, hold on, wait a minute, I forgot. I was playing with my friend, the other Cheshire, who freaking did solos.
Oh crap.
I tortured him that night. I tortured him because he had just freaking tried to do KOF 13 trials. This is somebody fresh, just now starting to play the game. I was like, you want to play 2002 UM since 13 was so difficult? That was so mean. You don't have nobody sit there and try to do freaking the freaking Halo 13 character trials and then freaking send it to another game. Come here. It's a bad day when you throw yourself in the corner.
Oh. Goodbye,
It's a
hell.
bad day when you. It's a bad day when you throw yourself in the corner.
Got that right.
I was playing with somebody. They said her freaking wind pose was cringy. I think it's cute.
It's the sound a little bit. I think it cuts off a little too early.
About to sound like one of these chuds.
Oh.
What? Why threw out a jab, bro? Dang it! He freaking moved. Hold still.
Her hair kind of looks like exposed wires.
Sounds like a freaking killer name for a move. The Ryu effect.
Uh-oh. Extra long recovery.
Dang it. Too early.
Yes. Already on my last character. Incredible. Although, it's been a little bit. Kind of gotten
I
used
think
to.
Foxy was a very underrated character.
Yeah. Oh. Man, that comes out kind of fast. Ooh.
Nice try. Nice try.
Thanks.
The next part was I was trying to pick her blue freaking color palette, Johnny. Even though that color scheme for Sherman is actually kind of cool. How can you find the freaking Kiss freaking wind post? How can you find that cringy? It's cute.
I think it's because the sound cuts off, I think, a little too early. But I don't know, bro. I don't know.
This man is criticizing a freaking gesture of flirtation because of sound.
I
Well,
mean,
you know what? That actually would make some sense in certain circles now that I think about it. Something doesn't sound good, I guess it doesn't, I guess, feel good, I guess, in certain cases. C4.
C49.
I use that for something. The Ryu effect frickin' sounds like, even though it's named after one of the most often imitated very simple characters, something called the Ryu effect, whether it's like a move or something, that sounds awesome, not gonna lie.
I feel like it's just another name for a Shoto. Anyone with a fireball and a exaggerated rising uppercut, or jumping uppercut, Ryu effect, right there, boom. In very simple terms, I guess.
Ah, nice. Anti-aired me. Y'all are on fire today, man. Y'all got me tripping out. Ah, I got his hand root skin. Dang it. Dang it, lost melee. I'd hope she was the third member of Women Fighters team, but I didn't know. By the way, the same friend I told you about, this man legit was so shocked at how, like, everything about Hinako. Why'd I do that? Because I can't talk and play games at the same time. I can't.
It is pretty difficult.
Chris!
There ain't much I can do against that. I can't really argue with that one.
Hey Rizzy, how you doing? He's not in the chat, but I mean, I gotta shout him out every time I freaking say that. Dive kick. It's so ironic, that was one game right there that I knew, like, that's one game I was so wrong about, dive kick. I thought it was gonna be like the most trashiest, stupid meme of a joke ever, and it turned out to be so addictive. Walk to the hand! This... Tomorrow I'll be going to the Fighters Den channel to watch some World All-Star Fighting Championship streams that come out every Sunday. I've heard of the Fighters Den. I think I'm subbed to Fighters Den. I try not to get them confused with the Fighters Gym, because that's... Shout out to Frankie Yagami and company. Always forget the man has a dragon punch.
I always forget that Kula has a dragon punch.
Total clones be winning. Progress! 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 Progress!
How'd that work out for you?
K-Dash like, no! K-Dash like, no!
Okay. Well, it was a good life, boys.
Shoulda known. Acting like you won't get command grabbed.
You are Yamazaki. I mean, at least he doesn't do. At least he's.
I was Yamazaki, but you were standing there acting like you weren't gonna get command grabbed.
You got a point. He has a point.
Or anybody ask in the chat, yes, I am a smug fan. That's where that comes from. Acting like you won't get command grab. Really awesome Street Fighter player. I'm talking about Shotos. This is about to be the most wackiest team.
Yeah, I got kind of a wacky team going on.
Oh, I've been with Vanessa like the past week or so when I was like just labbing with. I forgot how freaking fun she is. What the? I missed. Dang it. Stop it. Come here.
Goodbye, health. I didn't need that anyway. Health, who needs it?
See, it's cute, man. You over here like, bruh. Sorry, over like, dude, do you not know who she's freaking in cahoots with, man? Are you sure you want to go there? You talking about somebody with some damage on him.
Damage? What?
Damage.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just-
I was like, I don't know what that means.
Damage. Also the name of the character from the Blood Ugly Martians freaking cartoon, and his name was actually spelled like you would spell damage. It was just pronounced Damage.
Ah, it's like Jimmy Buffett.
Girl? No!
They told me that's a woman. That was completely on accident. I really forget how to do procedures.
Oh, you're low. Come here.
Uh-oh. I got stabbed in the face!
How in the world do you make a character like Yamazaki? He's freaking part of a freaking crazy, super dark faction, but yet he's so goofy. Most of Den's content is covering fighting game lores and analysis and top 10s. I actually like to go on lists of. Is that how you felt? Because I do fighting game top 10s, even though I've been trying to like do some different stuff.
I was way too far.
Liona. I'm in the freaking. Yeah, right over your face.
Yeah.
Leon over here freaking Roberto's blood trailing freaking Yamazaki stabbing him in the balls and crap.
No, he stabbed me in the cooch.
See what stabbed me earlier? Oh, Tom, you see you stabbed me. You see where you stabbed him on some Roberto's blood trail type of stuff?
He's got a point. I guess it's only fair.
Have you seen Roberto's blood trail?
I have no idea what that is.
It was an OVA for Black Lagoon.
Okay.
It's like a, I almost said mini movie, but they're called OVAs.
I think I've seen an OVA or two, but I don't know what that one is.
I'll touch about it, man. I don't know. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know how squeamish you are, so it's like I don't want to be sending you no place where it's like.
I mean, JoJo can get a bit gory at times. I'm not too squeamish. There's certain things that get me, but it's just because it's incredibly gross. I'm not going to say it on screen.
Yeah, Roberto's blood trail, like, there's a scene where they're like all like in, I guess, a bar or whatnot, and they were picking on this waitress, and she just so happens to be an assassin. And, like, she's tiny. Like imagine legit like freaking Hyder and picking up Mei Lee Jinju or something. They're just talking trash to her and everything, and then she's like, you know, hey, you need to leave me alone, like legit. They refuse, and then she lifts her foot up, like she's being hung up. She's like about a foot off the ground, being held up by this big guy. She lifts her foot like straight up in the air while she's being held by this man, and from the bottom of her shoe, a blade flies out. And
oh, is that the one where he kicks her? Like, okay, I think I know exactly what you're talking about. I think I've seen a clip from it.
Because the first time
it's at her heel, and she kicks him like from her heel, right?
Ah, dang it.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I first saw Roberto's blood trail like when it premiered, like at a convention I went to, and I felt like the key freaking psycho in there. Because you, like, once that mess happened, everybody like dudes and freaking chicks was like, oh! And you have grabbing me like legit. Roundhouse.
Alright, Peter Griffin. The dance. It's not quite as cool as Sakura's dance, but hey, I'll take it.
This Sakura's?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Street Fighter Sakura?
Yeah.
Another Johnny, my brother loves that dance. He was upset at the fact that Mess was not in, what you call, 4. I don't know if it's in 5. I doubt it, though.
It's not. It's not in either, I think.
What the? Keep going!
Yeah, it keeps going.
Let you take this grab and keep going with this.
Burn knuckle. Oh, shit.
Burn what? Burn German.
Burn knuckle.
That was nice. Dang it. Textbook punish and I missed it. Ben mostly covers Mortal Kombat content, but he makes really great Rise and Fall series on the characters. My favorite one is the Ali Jr. from Baki Rise and Fall video. Interesting. I think that's where I might have seen it in, because I thought about that, seeing how certain characters weren't written correctly or like badly, but I think I saw that and I was like, nah, because I tried to cover anything that's already been basically covered to death. When I first started this channel, everybody's like, you know, freaking best fighting games, and it's like, that mess has been done to death. Why?
Take this Argentine backbreaker.
You command grab me? Oh, oh, it's...
How the turns have tabled.
You command grab me? Okay.
Oh boy.
You command grab me? Boy, the chip damage.
Yeah, it's nutty.
I don't know why I was trying. Dang
What
it.
were you saying about command grab? Sorry, I couldn't hear you over this.
You want me to destroy you, because now you're getting cocky. You're getting cocky, you about to destroy him. What's up? There we go.
Boy. Let's see. Oh.
Should have listened. Should have listened to Virgil. You should have listened to Virgil.
Who?
Virgil and freaking, like, when he was in Marvel. Now he gets so cocky.
Oh. I don't know who that is, but...
Midway's Mortal Kombat football game. Is it talking about when they had, like, certain characters in Blitz? I know Raiden was in there, and freaking... Scorpion actually been in a couple. Unless it's wacky. That's why I'm sick and... Like, I understand Scorpion is popular. I get that, but come on, people. Do something different. Scorpion and Sam Show. Do something different.
Oh my god, I can do that? It's like some 13 stuff. Canceled me into the corkscrew thingy.
Mabaki?
There's so many people in tubes. Why are we fighting here? Wow, that lasts
Hands
forever.
off.
Damn,
I thought
that's-
Mortal Kombat was banned in Japan,
Is it? Is it too violent?
or at least the last few. Ah, shoot. Little Sonic the Hedgehog fanboy.
This kid has some wacky zoning tools. There goes back here.
Heard people talk about the film, but like the Mortal Kombat movie, my thing was I thought it wouldn't be any worse than it was before, but apparently that's not the case.
Is it
Which is
better?
a little sh-
Or is it worse?
I haven't actually seen it yet, but like the way people are talking is like I'm kind of afraid to. With punish. I figured, Suichi. I figured. Because I had done a video about 10 fighting game controversies, and one of the things I was proud of was like I did like the little edit to where like you show a map and like it highlights all the places in question, like you see on the news sometimes. I felt proud of that. After Effects is a mess.
Why do you have an umbrella, Mai? Why would you bring that? It's like the time Joe brought a microphone to KOF.
Careful. Keep it place. Anything can be a weapon.
I guess.
I mean, KOF got a freaking pint-sized freaking high school girl doing freaking sumo moves.
Yeah, you're right.
I cannot believe that this little girl is freaking doing sumo.
Yep.
I mean, you see it right before your eyes. I don't know what else to tell you. Well, we have our pros and cons about MK2021 movie, but I do like it because it got the characters' fighting styles right. I do wish for a better story. That was the weakest point that I heard when it came to the story. Ah, too far. Ah. Dang it. does. I'm like a clickbait title. Is this little girl doing freaking It does. He just would not hush about them as he was just so blown back by it.
I'll show you. Couple fight?
Fiance fights.
These people really need to find a way to settle their differences better. It's not healthy. Forget how that works. I think I need to like be right above you and then press a button. This stage got some wacky reflections.
Reflect on these stomps.
I got plenty of time to.
Like your big brother said, and sit there and bleed about what you done.
Damn.
And K-Dash really did say that to her.
Yeah.
The Jin brothers in the background wish they get to play over. Yes. 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 I hate to be a conspiracy theorist then, but I almost feel like they just freaking put Benny Maru with them because we knew that there's gonna be some Jin bro action in this.
That was some animation right there. Oh my god. Yeah, I dodged it.
Nah, you alive.
Oh.
No, you did.
Damn, I thought I was gonna go to like get your feet before it happened. Didn't happen.
Fetishes are bad for you in fights, man. You be taking kicks, too many kicks. Taking way too many blows than you should.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be Shao Kahn, I think.
Potentially.
Oh my god. People saying it's worse than MK Annihilation. That's who I figured would say it. Oh, jeez. That's the one thing I thought, like, when it came to, like, this new Mortal Kombat film, it's not a viable argument for anything, but it's one of those things where you think that nobody can possibly do worse than they've done before. I mean, but I don't know. It's funny.
Yeah, boy.
If some don't like MK 2021, they can always watch MK Legends Scorpion's Revenge animated movie. That was actually good, in my opinion. It reminds me of like a lot of people, like I even have close friends that think like they just shouldn't like make movies and TV shows based on fighting games. It's just kind of saddening, but I mean, hey.
Like some animes have done it alright.
Try again. Dang it. And up kick 4 times. I'm like, you want to, got another one?
Oh my god, that is a blue thing to it now.
Dive fist. No, that didn't.
Yeah, trading range for the other thing is not the best. Might as well get as much free damage while I can. Good old cockroach back there. And some robot from, I don't know what game it is, but it is something.
Something. Ah. I didn't grab him? Okay.
Wow, that didn't kill.
I didn't grab him? Like, okay. I should have used the other one. I thought he was high, so I should have thought the strong version was the right one. I've learned my lesson. That freaking side switch, man. No.
I always think that has much more range than it does, especially for your character being a taller character.
Let me know how full loaded he is. Ah, freaking push right. Ah, punished too late. KOF, Destiny is hilarious. Terry looks like a Pixar character.
Yeah, everyone looks a little off in it. Story's alright. Should do like a review on it someday. Right. Command grab. What? Damn.
That's tough. That's tough. That chip damage.
That is a really good chip super. Holy crap.
Forgot you're supposed to like dodge roll with him if you see it coming.
I got that too. Ah, okay, it's hit into grab.
Command grab? That's a touch grab.
Yeah.
That was a touch grab. Shut up. Command grab. That's a touch grab. Touch grabs don't count.
Yeah, I would always think, I would have thought that would have been a command grab super, because it looks like he like comes flying at you. But not.
That's a touch grab. Which I've always found to be a funny term, because it used to confuse me at first when I was getting into fighting games, and I was like, oh, you can actually block the touch grabs.
Yeah.
Right. You can block the touch grabs. I still have nightmares with King's face from KOF Destiny.
Oh god, yeah, no, it looked a little weird. Yuri looked a bit weird in that one too.
Dang, they made Yuri look weird in freaking 13, and I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah, we know, Chris.
13 fanboys come at. Hey, you talk about we know them, but Don't be acting like you haven't seen people that call blasphemy on you for talking about 13's design.
Yeah.
13's the best one. 13 broke records. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it has like that one flaw, at least in my opinion.
Electric Knuckle.
Electric. Electric shock. It's even worse. It's even worse. I'm playing with a Korean character. I'm singing that. Singing K-pop and I'm playing a Korean character. Why'd I just sit there? I don't get that. You're always so upbeat and like cheery and everything and got the pose, but then her win pose are just like, I can't hear and look at you. Hold this. Dragon punch.
The better rich boy Shoto.
Nope. Hey. I was hoping that was a double.
Sorry.
People say they don't like King's Face in 15. I think she's fine. I mean, the only thing with King's Face in 15 is the fact that mostly she's frowning. So, at least that's my opinion, though. I think people might warm up to it when, you know...
Her chin's a little sharp, but I mean, I don't have much problem with it.
Better than, like... I mean, I know it was a drawing back then in the AOF days, but better than, like, how it looked very round and... Those days when they were like, that's a dude.
Oh yeah, I think that was the point.
Tell that to them, acting like they freaking discovered gold. I thought I timed it. Dang it. Please do another dive kick. God dang it. God dang it, that's okay. Dang it. Melee reproduces a Kamen Rider finishing move pose. Yep, sure does. Or is that the one that I said where she's looking very plain, like just not doing anything because she's so upbeat? Alright, so that's what it's... Oh, so that's how it's gonna be? Oh, so that's what it's gonna be?
I guess.
So, like, I gotta be C49 right now? Okay, fine. I'll have to write that on my notes when I introduce ourselves for the next freaking Shattering episode. Which, by the way, I think Siren not next week. No Shattering next Saturday. Right?
Nope.
No Shattering. Gotta go celebrate birthdays and graduations. Get off of me, creep.
You're one to talk. Right, touch grab.
You know touch grabs? Oh, you did the touch grab. I was about to say.
Nah, I did the
touch grab on my end. Caleb Destiny is still a great series, but I will admit the female characters like they have Barbie doll faces.
Yeah.
I'm kind of scared to even watch the best messages.
I mean, have you seen Fighting Game Theater? We could do like that on it if we wanted to.
Fighting game theater, really?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
This man said fighting. You said like fighting game theater? Or what are you talking about?
There's this series on YouTube called Fighting Game Theater that this guy does, and he watches movies based off of fighting games, and it's like other things.
On that later today. Be spending the rest of the night polishing up this Rio video that y'all wanted. This was fun. Like, I do these, like, you know, it's like I call it a two-way education, in a matter of fact, because I want to teach or, like, you know, present something new to my viewers, but at the same time, Looking up all this stuff on these characters in these games, I learned as well. It was me learning about all that stuff with Kyo that led me to finally sit down one morning and finally watch one of the greatest movies of all time, as many people say, in Akira. And I can see why they call it that. That was brilliant. That movie looks legit like it could have been made today. Overhead. God dang it.
Overheat geyser!
Shut up! In the corner. Shut up! Shut up! Gale of Destiny is bad, but it's fun to watch and actually short. Take you less than 3 hours. Okay. I mean, if it's not that torturous.
I mean, you just have to skip the intros, because the intros
I am not a movie connoisseur in the same vein as like my friends are, because I know a bunch of movie connoisseurs. But I know for a fact, the only thing worse than freaking a bad film is one that lasts too long. They need to bring that move back for Rio in 15, by the way.
They did.
That and I did not see him do a freaking ducking. I didn't see him do his freaking ducking punch in the trailer.
It's more like Takuma's.
Makes sense. I'm so mad I had a freaking confirm. Relax, Mike. In there. You know, chop. Roll too early. Dang it. It's shorter than Super Another, mostly special, whatever. It's shorter than Super Another. Super Another.
What?
So what's Super Another? Or unless he was referring to something I might have said jokingly. Thanks, man. Should've known. No. He's freaking getting. Think you Daigo with these psychic DPs.
Oh, another one.
You Daigo with these psychic DPs. Block one and I'll stuff the other one. It's the bomber! We already like podcasted, we're just freaking BSing around playing 2002 UM.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of responding to whatever like people say in the chat because the chat's been holding it down tonight. Because we really didn't have a whole lot to go off of this week because of no trailer, and I ain't mad.
If you check back at the VOD, you get to see something special. Or, yeah, like a little teaser towards something I'm working on.
Punished, baby. I got one, too. What's in fucking for, boy?
Ooh, chip. Okay.
How you like getting chipped from now?
I mean, it was never fun to begin with,
over here chipping. Always over here chipping somebody. Always over here chipping somebody.
It's damage, ain't it?
man gonna put Lay's out of business with his mess.
Hey! One of those, I'll take one of these.
There's no more gingers. I was gonna go straight Team Ginger.
Yori?
Dang it! I can play Yori too. I can actually play Yori. Dang it. This is actually a funky team anyways. Alright, Shuichi. Always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you for introducing this new gag now. I now freaking known as C49.
Yep.
Bye, C49. This is gonna be tough. Oh, wait a minute. I know what I can do. And that I don't get out prioritized. Back up. I was jumping in the air.
Yeah.
Still waiting for your Amakusa's voice performance. Dang it.
Ooh. How do you do that
Okay.
one? I know how to do it in 15, but...
It's double quarter circle forward punch.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I don't know why I don't ever get it to come out.
I'd love to. Y'all talking like y'all sent that time I voiced Psyche. Y'all tweeted that mess to freaking SNK or something. I told y'all not to do that. Dang it.
Damn.
I didn't want to be in the corner. I didn't want to be in the corner with this mess.
Joe, put some sunblock on. Jesus. Pro Joe. Pro Joe.
Oh, that's mid. Okay. That is mid. Alright. Alright, Johnny. C49 bids you farewell. C49. No.
Okay.
Oh my god, my super's not coming out. That was bad. That was bad. I don't know why I rolled backwards.
Dang.
Anything else need to close down because usually our pings are good and this is kind of a little stocky today.
Yeah, it's a little odd.
Anything else need to shut down? Why not? Anchor sure makes. Are you guys aware about the upcoming KOF anime to somewhat promote KOF 15? Yes, absolutely.
Yep.
Yes. I actually have the film that he worked on. I have that too, like the physical copy. I actually bought it from the last convention I went to. I need to sit down and watch it. We could like get the folks that did like that movie right there and like keep a similar type of staff with like an anime, that maybe the mess will actually do good.
can also slide, child.
Ah, really? Oh, you were talking about Suichi, bye. I didn't see that. I'm over here looking at the chat and looking back and forth. His up kicks annoy me. It's so difficult to punch him because he's so floaty.
Yeah.
I wonder if like that anime is what's gonna be shown at E3.
Maybe.
Now, like, I mean, the way I would do it, if that was the case, you have a little bit of almost everybody from the KOF universe in the movie. People that we've already seen be confirmed to the roster, some that we haven't. Now, I know that sounds like it's cruel because you're playing with people's emotions again, but come on.
Oh no, Michael Maddox isn't in it? That's horrible. How could they not include
I think that's
Michael
funny.
Maddox?
I think that'd be funny. Since E3 is now starting, let's see if we finally see who's the third final. No, we won't. We won't. We won't. Watch me be wrong about it. Team Ginge! And I actually like all three of these characters, interestingly.
Team Ginger!
I actually wanted Anchor Iori, but you know what? Whatever. I don't think we're gonna see him then, but like, hey, we gotta. The reason why I'm saying, well, maybe we might, but we gotta see something. If they're gonna be at E3, we gotta see something different. It's gonna be a bit underwhelming if it's just. Oh, I know about that.
Let's be honest, who doesn't?
Was that the strong DP right there? You did? Was it the strong Dragon Punch you did?
What?
Did you do strong Dragon Punch with Yuri just then?
Yeah, yes. Because you can tell.
But I'd say you probably could have kept going and would have probably blown me up. Because I did like the freaking Diamond Dust grab. That mess takes a minute to come out. River Dance! Even that freaking hell. Oh, no ma'am. No ma'am. Shut up. Jumping into your sight, ha. One of that mean little girl. running at me, little girl? What you gonna do? Slap me in the face?
Boom. Smack.
You gonna slap me in the face or something? What you gonna do?
Oh, this is not good.
Why?
Yeah, project. Oh wait, no, I do too. It's just one of those.
I say I don't main Jun Hoon. I'm like, say there's something about this matchup I don't know about. That is so awkward.
Oh my god, that doesn't reach.
Yep. No. Boy. You stay grounded. No. He's inadvertently dodging all my fireballs. Man is low-key dodging my fireball. Every single up kick. Oh, I gotta do it, Ralphie. No. No. No! No!
Goodbye.
No! Dang it! I was like, get me out. I had all the meter in the world. I had all the meter in the world to escape from that. Anchor Vanessa, let's go. Oh boy. Oh boy.
GP zooming, holy crap.
They gotta bring her back.
Well, she was in 14, but she was DLC, but and so was
They gotta
Mary,
bring-
so.
They already doing good far as I'm doing that video kind of early right now. Because I will say at least like, I mean it's only one character thus far that was DLC in the previous game that is now on the main roster in 15.
Yep. And they brought
That's another
back
reason
other characters.
Yeah, that's another reason I like that Mary was revealed for the main roster.
Give him a try.
Just use Christmas. I assume you talking about Nameless. I like Nameless as I like him as a design, but I can never play Nameless all that well. Well, let's have some fun. Well, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. I did not want Leona. Leona.
Salute.
Little KOF will freaking like represent that glitch and freaking
Oh yeah, the
chain glitch.
yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be bad. I already told y'all in my freaking reaction trailer to Leona. Love this character's design to death. I love her personality. Can I play her? Nah. Jeez. What are her freaking nails made of? Jesus. They hit me with a Shattering Wizard. And then Siren hit me with a Shining Wizard.
I know what that is. I know
Where
that's
you ran
it.
up and did like that.
Oh,
Where you ran up and did the knee. That's called the Shining Wizard.
is it?
Wrestling trivia for you. I got it all day.
The couple I know is Suplex, German Suplex, and Frankensteiner.
Yeah, suplex got plenty of variations. German, of course, you've seen it, like Shermy do it a whole bunch.
Power bomb, I guess, is the other one I know.
Yep.
That's what Alex does a lot of.
Y'all going in on me today. Chrysalid.
Oh my god. Aimless's supers are so whack because all of them are like Raging Storm. Or nearly all of them.
It's such an awesome design, but golly, they screwed up. But I mean, I know why they had to scramble. I love making the list videos for y'all, but like I've been trying to venture off into other stuff. I'm gonna just put it like this straight to y'all. I'm gonna put it out there, but I'm not gonna tell too much. I got a mini documentary, a mini docu-series in the works. I randomly mentioned that because on top of that, how would y'all like to see a video of like how I would bring K49 back into KOF 15? Because I like actually, I mean, I know it's not a novel thing, you know, reimagining some storytelling and all that, but I like the list videos, but I don't want everything to be like monotonous, you know what I mean? Wow. Oh, I can't stand Benny Morrow sometimes. That man freaking whiffs his super, he gets on this game. I've never seen that whiff and I've never seen him teleport. Usually I get hit by it because most Benny Marus are good at suckering me and they get hit by that. CBS freaking Kyo. Ooh, the boy's like giggle machine. No! Talk to the hand.
You too.
No, you should say talk to the hook.
Talk to the knuckle.
Oh god, I can actually hear Terry saying that. Oh my god. Talk to the knuckle. Like, hey, tell me to talk to this thing and you just hitting me. I even like Vice and Mature as designs, but I could never play either one of them all that well either. Well, I could kind of play Mature.
Vice is, to me, a nightmare to try and play.
That sounds funny just saying it as a sentence. I've tried playing Mature.
Yeah.
Playing like a child.
We out here playing like children. Ooh. Oh, the mouse is on screen.
Johnny over here says, talk to the knuckle. Sounds like a Sylvester Stallone line.
Yeah, a little bit.
Talk to the knuckle.
Damn, okay.
Wow. Talk to the knuckle.
Talk to the knuckle.
Much as I love characters like Shermy and freaking Blue Mary and a bunch of others that have been revealed for this game, I still think he already got the best trailer of all of them. I still think he got the best one. Little boy, I got that in this too. Get out of here. My purple flames were better. Here's a little bit of trivia. You know the black flames that Ash Crimson had when he became Evil Ash?
They're psyches?
Basically Psyches, yeah. Chris was originally supposed to have them, but they couldn't make it like actually work. As far as like sight issues.
Yeah, Psyche's black flames are interesting. I didn't even think they were flames. They look like smoke or dust.
Why did I backdash of all things?
What he said. Yo, Diana, when you gonna be in one of these KOF games?
I feel like they gave Ryu a parry V skill in freaking Street Fighter 5 because they kept hearing how much I said Ryo was cooler than he was. He's gonna stop talking about how boring Ryu is then. We can't let him say that rip-off is more better than like what we got.
We got parries.
Perfect. We'll take it.
I'm only doing this because y'all have been entertaining the hell out of me all tonight then. Even though it's gonna be in the video tomorrow. But y'all probably know this little bit of trivia. You probably do. You might. Let's see. Would I pick Rio? Forgot how funny Yori is to play. I was gonna get Yamazaki, but why not? Why not Mary?
The bluest of Marys. As opposed to Red Mary? Yes, as opposed to Red Mary.
Alright, Johnny. Good to have you. But yeah, you'll hear the fanboys always talking about freaking, you know, oh, SNK rip off freaking Ryu with Rio. But then, of course, the person that made the original Street Fighter also created Rio. If this is the Agents team's theme song, or I think it might be Kula's. That's the one theme song I think I heard in here that I actually liked.
To do the aerial one to see if I can land it. Alfred just be chilling in the middle there. When is he gonna be in a game?
I mean, he's in there. We just ain't seen him yet, which is kind of weird. I just it's messed up because I had forgotten. Like, because at first I was gonna say something. So wait a minute, we saw him earlier. We just ain't got like his gameplay trailer yet.
I said Alfred, not K-Dash.
one thing Ryu has what Rio didn't have was Sasuke no Hado, where Rio only used Slice Sagato. Yeah. Rio actually went and freaking. I will give them that. Then like they did kind of break like that whole trope of like tournaments for fighting game storylines and freaking AOF. It was about saving his sister. And I just remembered they gave him a full screen fireball in 15. Dang it. That'll be my last one. Everybody's kind of like breaking out now.
All right.
Oh, y'all are awesome. Y'all held it down to this. I gotta go back through the VOD of this and use the live chat to like collect all my new nicknames because this is crazy.
All right.
But just so y'all know, I'm gonna try to remind y'all probably next week, next Wednesday if I didn't make it clear the first time, since I know that's where most of y'all are probably gonna watch either one of us there. No Shattering episode next Saturday. Siren's gonna be away. Depending on what happens at E3, I might actually cover some stuff, and we shall see. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But
I mean, I know
regardless,
I'll be covering the Nintendo stuff probably.
oh yeah, so definitely anybody over here, Jose and whoever else in there, if y'all are into like the Nintendo, I mean I am, but like not deeply. That's only because I don't have a 3DS or like I don't have a Nintendo console of my own. My sister does, but I don't.
Yeah.
And plus the thing that Nintendo would have had that I'd have been looking for has been confirmed for PC and PS4 as well. I'm gonna get it on the PC with the Ace Attorney Chronicles. So yeah, but all of you into the Nintendo, Siren's channel, like, ain't be no Shattering, but we'll cover that.
Yeah.
But y'all are awesome. I gotta thank y'all for this show right here. This y'all really killed me though, but yeah, this will be another Saturday gone, another episode of the Shattering gone. Then thank you all who joined us, whether you talked in the chat, whether you didn't, came to watch, we appreciate you.
Yep.
But until next time we meet, then you all take care. I mean, I know, like I say this on my channel, and I know it's like we're a simulcast, but I mean this for reals with all the stuff going on around. All of you take care, be safe out there, and we will catch y'all next time. I'll see y'all around E3 if anything pops up. Good.
Yep.